And welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. They do a fantastic job with audio-visual equipment in terms of putting together a man cave in your house with a tremendous sound system, drop-down theater screen, and you control the whole thing with your remote, with your smartphone, with your tablet. Safety Systems does a great job. Let's go over to the Safety Systems scoreboard, where our own Chuck Cavaleris is standing there next to the grades. And we got a 188 total this week compared to 146 last week. 188, one of the highest of the year, if not the highest. Chuck, what do you got?
Well, in looking at Josh Dobbs, counted for 4 touchdowns, 16 to 26 passing, 233 yards. But a lot of those incompletions, Sterling Hinton, we saw the ball sail. Is it footwork, or was he just trying to throw too many fastballs?
Well, it can be a combination of both. He's trying to throw a fastball, get the ball in there. But, sometimes it's just a tendency, which is unfortunate, bad habit that a lot of quarterbacks have to learn to break. He just overstrides on the ball, on the release sometimes. Overstride and release the ball, the nose is going to go up. That's all. But when he compensates for it, he throws a crispy pass that's pinpointed to his receiver's numbers. So I like it. I love what he did yesterday. Execution was high, counted for a lot of points. Go Josh Dobbs.
Hey, Bobby, you look at it. Well, I'll ask you about the quarterback as well. Tremendous legs. I mean, that's his strength. Inconsistent accuracy. That's a negative. Fumbles an awful lot. Now, it's tough when you get hit from behind, but he's starting to fumble.
That was whoever's blocking that guy.
But he also fumbled another. He's fumbled a lot this year and recovered his own on a number of times. Still, though, I think you take all that into consideration. The legs more than make up for all of the shortcomings.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's slippery. Then he doesn't look like he's that slippery, but you see guys hit his legs and stuff, and he just kind of slithers out and goes 10, 15 yards further down the field.
Excellent balance.
They could run the Wildcat and give the ball to Dobbs.
There you go.
That's right.
I mean, if you run an option offense with a running quarterback, I don't get, okay, let's take him out, run a different option, play with a different quarterback. That makes no sense. Chuck, back to you.
Daniel Hood, on Tennessee's defensive line and also the front seven, I know you can't call the front seven one unit, but boy, that was their best game of the year. What did you see that the defensive line is doing to be so dominant?
I just thought they were playing great with their hands, playing with great effort, great intensity. And when you do that, and you're playing a team that's in spirit of you, and you got better athletes, and you're gonna dominate them. It's just like my senior year when Corey Miller goes out, sets the sack record against Kentucky. We knew we were better. We just had to execute. And the bye week, I think, helped the defensive line more than any other position. You got guys healthy. You got to develop some young guys, and 2 games in a row, they go 10 tackles for a loss, and then now this game 7. Hats off to Coach Stripling. Maybe give him a raise this year.
Any questions about, you had a much better pass rush. But once again, we talked about earlier this year, one of the things that's hurt this team is you can't get the quarterback on the ground. They extend the play by escaping the pocket. Kentucky's first half touchdown that they got, they converted a 4th down because Tolles escaped the pocket, extended the play. Any concerns about that going forward, about not getting these guys on the ground?
Not at all. And I think it just goes back to they got to understand their pass rush lanes. And because we always say you got 4 points on a quarterback, and it's near shoulder, far shoulder, near shoulder, far shoulder. And when you understand that, it allows you to make your moves. And it allows, the defensive tackle. If you see that defensive end come in, I got to replace his point on the quarterback. And as they get older, the guys will do that. And you've seen them, take strides into doing that. And again, keep pushing the front of that pocket up, because you've seen where it hurt us in Florida. You've seen where it hurt us in Oklahoma. But I feel confident in them getting it done.
Okay, Chuck, we're down to the last minute here.
And Jimmy Himes, we all, I think, gave the special teams 5s, but one of the players you had to really be proud for, Aaron Medley, being able to convert that field goal. Talk a little bit about him.
Well, I thought that was big for his confidence. I thought it was interesting the first time around, Tennessee, when they drove down the field about the 37, rather than try a 54, 55-yard field goal, they went for it. They took another situation where it was more makeable for him to hit that field goal. I think would probably give him some confidence. And then he hit all of his extra points as well. But I think that could be a kick that will help jumpstart Medley the second half of the season.
All right. Just going back to the board really quickly, I want to point out there were 3 threes for the offensive line. They had some issues getting the ball running to start the game, and Dobbs had some heat. But you'll notice on the far side, on the Sterling Hinton line up at top, There's an asterisk there. That's just for Sterling calling the game right this week. So, all right. When we come back, your questions. We're going to take your Twitter questions for our VFL panel. Come on back on the Sports Source.